What cinematic death would have had the best Oompa Loompa song? That swordsman in Indiana Jones who does this crazy display and then Indy just shoots him. If Willy Wonka could die, I imagine there would be a several-day requiem involving rhymes as brutally honest as they were lyrically poignant. The father in A Quiet Place. Soon there would be a domino effect where Oompa Loompas go to war against the aliens. That guy in World War Z who ran with his finger on the trigger and tripped going up the ramp. Han Solo's death. Any death from any Final Destination movie. They're all just begging for Oompa Loompa songs. Oompa Loompa doopity-doo, you shall not pass. Well, neither shall you. Vitsini and the Princess Bride. Hans Gruber in Die Hard. Oompa Loompa doopity-dane. How dare you fuck with John McClane. Oompa Loompa doopity-dee. How do you like falling off Nakatomi? Quote. Jack from the Titanic. Oompa Loompa doopity-doo, that door had room for two. Dumbledore. Technically not a death, but Anakin's defeat on Mustafar. What do you get when you lose the high ground, leaving your arms and your legs all around? Quote. Quicksilver in Age of Ultron. Every Jedi during Order 66. Cedric Diggory. Oompa Loompa doompity dare, capture Harry and kill the spare. Not a movie, but Joffrey from Game of Thrones. Thanos. Have the Avengers sing it after he gets his head removed, but Rocky has to tap dance. Jenny from Forrest Gump. After the song ends, Forrest would say, and that's all I have to say about that. Jurassic Park. The guy on the toilet. Oompa Loompa doopity-dee. You got eaten taking a pee. What would you get when you're taking a shit? The mother from Land Before Time. Murray Franklin, De Niro. At the end of Joker, what do you get? I know she didn't die, but Umbridge being carried off by centaurs really needs a song. Faramir from LOTR. The Wicked Witch in The Wizard of Oz. There has to be an Oompa Loompa song in Getting a House Dropped on You. What if at the end of The Mist, instead of the military showing up, it was just a bunch of Oompa Loompas? Iron Man death would have made it much less heartbreaking and funny. General Zod in Man of Steel. Superman would have his breakdown and hug Lois when suddenly the Oompa Loompas began circling the corpse. Anakin Skywalker before he turns into Darth Vader. It's not a complete death, but it's close enough. Just imagine a bunch of tiny men lecturing him through song right then and there. Oompa Loompa Wiggy Wood. Oh Mr. Stark, I don't feel so good. It's not cinematic, but he was an actor. David Carradine. If you reply to this post, count the syllables, please. Cartoon version of Optimus Prime, even though they resurrected him due to his popularity. The terrorists from Die Hard. Dolores Umbridge, carried off by a gang of potentially rapey centaurs. I'll let others' imaginations run with it. What do you get when your boss is a clown? Smiles all day long while he poisons the town. At his parade it was all in good fun, till he got pissed and said, "Bob, gun." Jack from Titanic. I could finally laugh while my girlfriend is crying and not get yelled at, that is assuming I get a girlfriend eventually. Oberyn Martell and #X2MOB, asterisk oompa loompa doopity, oh sweet salty Christ, no asterisk. Sonny Corleone. Talia al Ghul in Dark Knight Rises. Singing around the theater in Inglourious Bastards. Talia al Ghul. Any of the deaths from any of the Jurassic Park and Jurassic World movies. I mean, the whole Game of Thrones series would be wildly entertaining if every character death got their own Oompa Loompa song. Loki's death. Tracy McConnell Oompa Loompa Dumper died. Oh, how do you ruin a perfectly great show, asterisk Oompa Loompa Dumper died and asterisk the mother dies. Oh God, no, please God, not Robin again, asterisk. Every death in the Final Destination series. Just add Oompa Loomis to the entire thing. Not a death scene per se, but the Obi-Wan vs Anakin fight on Mustafar. When Artax gets sucked into the mud, Oompa Loompas rise out of the mud and start to sing while Atreyu cries in the background. Infinity War, when everyone is dusting away. Or when Thorin Oakenshield, probably spelt that wrong, died during The Hobbit: The Battle of Five Armies. When Jesus is nailed to the cross in The Passion of the Christ. When Richter gets his arms ripped off at the end of Total Recall. Oompa Loompa Doopity. Quaid will see you at the party, after he turns the Martian sky blue. Oompa Loompa Doompa Doopity Doo. Quote. Final Destination. All of them. The death when the bear is introduced in Inglourious Bastards. The girl in the red coat. T-1000. Oompa Loompa Doopity Doop. You could change shape. Now you a goop. Oompa Loompa Doopity Dee. Now John Connor can fulfill the prophecy. Forrest's mother. Quint from Jaws. The guy from Tusk. The guy from Antichrist. Star Wars have pretty neat deaths. The henchman. Or was it the main guy? Been a while since I saw it. Who gets shot by that gas bullet in Live and Let Die? Inflates. Then pops. Joffrey. David Carradine's character in Kill Bill V2. Or his death IRL. All the deaths in that one montage from Goodfellas. Oompa Loompa Doompity Day. Seems like your life is fading away. Oompa Loompa Doompity Dee. Biff didn't think fourth dimensionally. King Joffrey. That one chick from Bridge to Terabithia. One of the many deaths from Killer Bean. DiCaprio in The Departed. Llewellyn Moss from No Country for Old Men. Oompa Loompa Doompity Doo. Obi's got the high ground, what about you? The guy who was planning to rob a store and had a gun in his pocket but dropped something. When he went to pick it up, he pulled the trigger, shooting himself in the dick. The shower scene in The Grey Zone. What a fantastic random writing, poetry prompt. The six-fingered man in The Princess Bride. Obvious Passions of the Christ. Mufasa. The end of Terminator 3, which coincidentally is the best ending of any movie in general. Alright guys, hear me out. It's the movie 7, but Morgan Freeman carries around a piccolo to each murder scene. Dobby. Tara in Soa. What do you get when you piss off Gina? The head mashed on the kitchen sink. Boromir. That little girl from Her. Anton Chigurh from No Country for Old Men. 7. Release the Oompa Loompa cut. Band of the Hawk in Berserk. Me, looks at answers asterisk realizes I haven't seen any of those movies. Black Widow in Endgame. The crucifixion in The Passion of the Christ. Kenny McCormick from South Park just dying every episode with this soundtrack. Sounds killer. Jack from the Titanic. In The Grey, right after the plane crash a guy bleeds out. This would be the time the Oompa Loompas could start singing about being eaten by wolves. Titanic. Charles Muntz's death in Up. Speed. When the one lady tried to get off the bus, and Dennis Hopper set off that small explosion. Mufasa in Lion King. The guy who shoots himself in Titanic. Javert from the movie version of Les Miserables, when he makes that whack sound after jumping off the bridge. Hans Gruber, need I say more? The Joker in 1989's Batman. Han Solo in The Force Awakens. Master Skywalker. There are too many of them, what are we going to do? Don't forget to share, like and subscribe for more content.